What's up, Wando? I'm Troy Dassing.
And I'm Valerie Hewen.
And welcome to this week's episode of Tribe Talk.
This week we'll take a look at 2017's best movies,
Donald Trump's first year in office,
and how Charleston prepares for a snowstorm.
In Mount Pleasant, many people of unique cultural backgrounds have started small businesses that provide different services. Small business owners describe what they went through to build a new life for themselves.
Well, we just moved here like a year ago, and we want to settle here and have a small business here, and try to get to know people and do business here.
When I came to this country, I started working at one of my uncle hotel. After that, he saw my capability, and he have, for me one hotel as a 50% partnership. Then I asked my friends and family to loan me some money, so they loaned me some money, and that's how I opened the one business.
Once you start your business, forget the holidays, forget the hours that you spend in your business, because it's like your baby. You have to be on the decks like 24 hours on 24. And if you are not physically in your business, you are in your business with your mind, even at home, even the nights.
You gotta do everything yourself, including like when we first opened, I would be here like to 2, 3 in the morning, and just getting it rolling, getting it, get everything in, make it look nice. But it's just a lot of hard work and late hours. But small business is just, everyday, smaller family trying to make it, to make a good living and, try to provide for their kids. So it's a little bit harder, but, just got to start somewhere, and hopefully we'll get there.
The challenge was to have a better life with the kids and with the family. It takes some time, and but first the motivation and to be passionate. I think if you are passionate, you can reach all the goals that you can want to reach. It's just a question of will, and then the rest is coming.
This has been Davina Patel, reporting for Tribe Talk.
With the new semester just beginning, students must remember to dress within the Wando policy. Hats should not be worn in school. This includes, but is not limited to, sweatbands, goggles, bandanas, hair picks, combs, or any other headgear are prohibited. Clothing or attire that is body contouring, such as, but is not limited to, leggings, jeggings, tights, or yoga pants, worn without a skirt or top that reaches fingertip length, are prohibited. Loungewear, pajamas, and bedroom slippers also must not be worn in the building. Shorts must be loose-fitting, which means no biking shorts, boxer shorts, or cutoffs are allowed. Last but not least, shirts or dresses that are backless, strapless, halter style, cut out, bare-shouldered, see-through, or have spaghetti straps must not be worn. As a reminder, pants should be worn at waist level, and undergarments shall not be exposed at any time. Students found in violation of the dress code will be subject to corrective action and/or disciplinary consequences.
With the new year having just been rung in, 2018 has a lot of movies to look forward to.
However, 2017 left us with some great ones.
Cinema Chit Chat takes a look.
Lights! Camera! Cinema Chit Chat, take one. Action!
Welcome to Cinema Chit Chat. I'm Ellie Deputy, and today we'll be discussing our favorite movies of 2017.
The third installment of the Thor trilogy, Ragnarok, gave new life to the series and gave a humorous twist to one of Marvel's least popular franchises. Thor shares screen time with Doctor Strange, the Hulk, Loki, and characters both old and new. Pacing, a beautiful balance of action and comedy, and bright colors and aesthetically pleasing shots make this movie a masterpiece and one of my favorite Marvel movies ever. With some great heartfelt moments and strong underlying messages about siblings and leadership, Thor Ragnarok has something to offer everyone. I would definitely say this was my favorite movie of the year and give it a 93%.
The Greatest Showman was by far my favorite movie of 2017. The amazing music had me listening to the soundtrack even after I watched it. This movie was definitely a magical movie with jaw-dropping stunts. With the entire cast deeply committed, it was definitely worth watching again. I'd rate this movie an 88%.
2017 gave us one of my favorite films of all time, The Disaster Artist. It's a biographical comedy drama and is produced, directed, and stars James Franco. The Disaster Artist follows Tommy Wiseau on his life-changing experience of creating his very own film, The Room. The film was critically acclaimed and popular with moviegoers. Normally I'm very critical, but I give The Disaster Artist a solid 95% for its ability to tell such a strange story in such a compelling way. It will have you laughing the whole time and may bring a little tear to your eye at the same time.
And that's a wrap on Cinema Chit Chat.
Missing someone with all your arms. I am sad and so
The first blow bars originated in Canada, yet they now have 75 plus locations throughout the United States. They have a hair menu of 7 signature styles, but picture references are welcomed. This has been Salome Stork reporting for Tribe Talk.
Oh no. It's locked.
I'm sorry, Todd. You've hit your tardy limit and you need to go see an administrator.
Oh no!
Hey Todd, you're in my office. You got a referral for your 6th tardy to your first walk class, man. What's going on?
I was hanging out under the rotunda with some friends. Forgot to get to class in time.
Do you know it's important that you get to class, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, we give you 4 free tardies per semester, and that's what situations that, you get caught in traffic, or you wake up late, but this is your 6th one, so this is your 2nd time here in my office, so there's going to have to be another consequence, okay? So the second offense, according to our policy, is 1 block of ISS, so you're going to have ISS 2nd block on tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, we'll process your referral.
Wando. I'm Christy Rennie.
And I'm Caroline Patterson, and today we're going to be giving you your 2018 Duke and Duchess nominees.
For the males we have
Coach Smith, Mr. Turpin, Mr. Sneed, Mr. Brasini, and Mr. Driscoll. And for the females we have
Miss Brendel, Miss Drayton, Miss Campbell, Miss McGee, and Miss Lowry.
So get out and vote during your lunch in the rotunda.
Only $1, so just go out and vote.
Which one of your fellow nominees do you think is the worst tipper?
Driscoll.
What class at Wando do you think is the most useless?
Besides Mr. Brasini's human geography class, because it's all about maps and who cares about those, I would definitely say yearbook. Right, Caston?
Have you ever cheated on a test?
Oh, yikes. I did at one point. I think it was 6th grade math class, and I wrote my formulas on my wrist, but then I turned myself in because I'm not a very good liar, and I cried and cried.
If you could only save one of your fellow nominees from a deserted island, which one would it be?
Oh, that's easy. Definitely Mr. Sneed.
If you could save one of your fellow nominees from a deserted island, which one would it be?
I plead the fifth.
Which of your fellow nominees do you think does not know how to play Scrabble?
Oh, that's mean. Especially because I'm an English teacher, I don't want to judge anyone. I'm going to plead the fifth on that one.
Okay. What is one class that you should have retaken in high school?
I can plead the fifth, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to. English, because no one actually knows where a comma goes, and I still don't either.
For Shep Rose gear and Charleston Clothing Essentials, visit www.shepgear.com. And for a 20% discount, use code WANDO2018.
1 year ago, Donald Trump was sworn in as the 45th President of the United States. And since then, a lot has happened.
Sydney Register takes a look at what has happened, where we are now, and what could happen in the future.
This past Saturday marked the Trump administration's first year in office. President Trump started his first term with a strong focus on 4 major campaign promises. 1, to repeal and replace the Affordable Care Act. 2, to build a border wall with Mexico. 3, to suspend immigration from terror-prone countries. And 4, to make tax cuts for everyone. The Affordable Care Act has not been repealed. However, President Trump has signed an executive order that alters some of the guidelines of the Affordable Care Act. One of President Trump's first actions as president was signing an executive order that allows for the construction of a physical border wall between the United States and Mexico. Another early executive order was a travel ban on refugees and visitors from 7 Muslim-majority countries. This order has been edited multiple times and is still in limbo between the United States Supreme Court and a federal court of appeals. President Trump's 4th campaign promise was recently fulfilled by the passing of the GOP's tax reform bill this past December. As for the efficiency of these tax cuts, only time will tell. In terms of foreign relations, President Trump has withdrawn the United States from the Trans-Pacific Partnership and has declared plans to withdraw the United States from the Paris Agreement on Climate Change. President Trump has also spoken out against the United States' financial investment in the United Nations compared to other countries. The relationship between North Korea and the United States has been tense. It has also been publicly observed through comments posted on Twitter. President Trump's current cabinet consists of 24 members. With over 1,200 positions that have to have Senate confirmation, only 301 have passed, 78 have failed, and 108 are still pending. The average amount of time that it takes for Senate confirmation is 72 days. That's longer than any of the past 4 presidents. Around 15 high-ranking members of Trump's administration have either left or have been fired at this point, including Chief Strategist Steve Bannon, FBI Director James Comey, and National Security Advisor Michael Flynn. Throughout the highs and lows of the Trump administration, Congress has enacted 117 pieces of legislation into law. President Trump has signed 58 executive orders. He has sent 4,905 tweets, and his approval rating has hovered somewhere around 40% for the past year. Taking into account multiple demonstrations, speeches, and congressional acts, 2017 has been a year to remember, and we cannot wait to see what 2018 has in store. This has been Sydney Register, reporting for Tribe Talk.
The Dream Club is one of the most underappreciated clubs here at Wando. The name of the club comes from the famous Martin Luther King Jr. I Have a Dream speech, and the purpose of the club is to help inspire students to reach their goals and meet their full potential.
The Dream Club is a volunteer club where it's really just a bunch of people coming together to stay up on current events and trying to help our community.
The Dream Club is involved with tutoring and mentoring. The forum for the Dream Club is to participate in anything that's related to the community and the schools, elementary and middle. And today I have kids who have a goal but need inspiration, and so I know that they will make it, like Jayla Moss and other students.
The main reason that I decided to get involved was mainly because of Miss Verma. She's so sweet, and she really inspired me to try to do more, to be less selfish and just see what we can do for others.
Jayla and the Dream Club are always out trying to inspire and help the community. Not too long ago, the Dream Club helped out Meals on Wheels with a very generous donation of 85 canned goods and turkey.
So what we did was, for about 2 weeks, we collected canned goods and other preserved items to take to Meals on Wheels to try to contribute so that other families who are less fortunate can also have a Thanksgiving.
And we went there and took a lot of water and food and turkey and all that. And I was very proud of my kids for wanting to do it and getting it done.
Dream Club is really important because it's about doing the little stuff. It's the type of compassion that's continuous. You just know that you helped.
To get involved with the Dream Club, you just come on Wednesday mornings at 7:30 here in the Media Center. Dream Club is for any and everyone here at Wando High School. It's a great club to be in, so we do welcome everyone.
This has been Alex Bavosa reporting.
In the recent snowstorm, Charleston did its best to prepare its residents for the conditions they were dealt.
However, with the possibility of another snowstorm on the horizon, is Charleston ready?
Lori Harvin takes a look at Charleston's new preparations for what lies ahead.
With the recent snowstorm in Charleston, residents have been questioning how prepared locals are for another natural disaster. Local residents give their opinion on the situation.
I think Charleston did pretty good considering it doesn't snow here a lot. We had the bridge up and running in under a day, which is awesome. We didn't drive the first 2 days, but after that it was okay. We just went slow and it was all right.
Although Charleston was able to prepare for the snow and ice, there was more that could have been done.
Probably we could have been better prepared, but it was such a unique situation in that the cold weather, the freezing lasted day after day, you know, for about 4 or 5 days there. And it was unique. We really weren't prepared for that long of a period of time for there to be ice on the road.
Along with Department of Transportation working on the roads, schools across the Lowcountry were closed due to inclement weather.
Every day we missed was necessary except for the last, just because I didn't see any snow left on the ground. I don't mind making up the days as long as they don't take away from spring break.
Yes, there's a lot more accidents at this time of the year. I think people just weren't aware of how bad it really was.
This has been Lori Harvin reporting for Tribe Talk.
Wando. Here, excellence is standard. For us, sports are more than just a hobby. They are our passion and our purpose. We are driven by the success of those before us. Because here, championships are expected, and winning is in our blood. We are Wando, and we are warriors.
What's up, Wando? I'm Kellen Noonan.
And I'm Ellie Grace Goodwin, and welcome to this edition of Sports Talk.
With preseason conditioning coming to a close and the beginning of tryouts, the 2018 lacrosse season is now underway.
They are one of the most successful sports teams here at Wando, with 3 consecutive state championships and numerous college commits every year.
Recently, we spent some time with the team to find out what makes them so successful in the offseason.
Here's an inside look on how they prepare.
Wando Lacrosse. Precision, detail, focus. While others are resting, we are working. You may not understand it. You may think it's pointless, the way we stress the components. But these are the things that set us apart. 3 straight rings, 3 straight titles. It doesn't happen overnight.
The basketball season is heating up with 2 more home game wins for the girls and 3 for the guys.
And most recently, they took on Stratford here in the Wando Gym, and the team swept the night with both JV and varsity wins.
The girls varsity blew out their opponents 90-20, and the boys varsity won 60-44.
Here are the highlights. Thanks for tuning in, Wando, and make sure to follow us on Instagram and Snapchat at Sports Talk WHS. This has been Ellie Grace Goodwin.
And Kellen Noonan, reporting for Sports Talk.
That's it for this week, Wando.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Snapchat at Tribe Talk WHS, and stay tuned for Tribe Talk Presents. This has been Valerie Hewen
and Troy Dassling, signing off.
Started when I was a little kid. I was like around 6 or 7, and my dad had this friend who was an artist, and he moved into our house and he taught me how to draw, and I really got into it. So I really want to be a tattoo artist, and if I can't be that, then I would like to be like an illustrator or something that has to do with art. I would like other people to try, try art out and try to paint, try to draw, try to practice. I think it's really cool, and it really helps you feel better, It helps me with my depression and stuff. So I think it'd be a good outlet for people.